All right. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining our wonderful community here. My name is Sheena. I am the co-founder of Atlas Online Solutions, the founder of Atlas Agency Launch Lab, and we are currently building out a completely new thing as well. So I wanted to come live with you guys probably every Tuesday evening. I'm in upstate New York, so I'm not sure what time it is for you guys. And start sharing a couple of tips and tricks that I've learned along the way that most of us don't seem to have a handle on yet. Hopefully help you guys get your agencies to where it is you want to be. So a couple of weeks ago, I made a post asking people to comment growth if they wanted the client acquisition plan. Now, I think all of you have it. If I've missed a couple, I'm so sorry. Let me know and I'll definitely send it over to you. And I thought we'd just take a moment and go through this today. All right. So this is our client acquisition plan that I sent you, and if it was confusing, that's okay. I'm here to try and answer any questions. Put your questions in the comments and I'll answer them and talk you through exactly what it is and why it's important. All right, so the first thing we do is a deep dive branding session. Now, branding covers so many things, all right? If you were to do a real branding session for your agency, it'd probably take about 4 hours, and we don't need to do that when we're just starting out. What you do need to do, however, is you need to understand your avatar. All right, so ask yourself questions. What is the business owner that you're trying to reach to become your client feeling? All right, what is their driving need? What are they feeling about that need? What problems is that causing inside of their business, inside of their family life, inside of their social life, inside of themselves physically and mentally? And then what's the fear that is driving that feeling? All right. So they might be worried that they don't have enough clients or they can't expand or hire more staff. That's causing them to work inside of their business too much, which is putting a strain on their marriage and their relationship with their kids. But what's the fear behind allowing that to happen? So once you understand that, your client acquisition is going to follow that same path, all right? It's going to set the tone so that any outreach you do, any communication you ever do with your prospects, any ads you run, any appointment setting you do, your sales call, it's all going to be based on this deep understanding that you've now formed about your avatar. All right, next part of the branding is knowing your competitors and what sets you apart from them. All right, so to do that, you need to know what is the personality of your brand. Okay, so what's the tone? Are you guys humorous? Are you guys super serious and professional? Do you guys make jokes? Are you guys conversational? Are you guys consultative? Things like that are all really, really important when you're building out your brand, right? Another part that's going to help you with building out your brand is work out where you want your agency to be in 5, 10, 15 years from now. All right. What are those major goals? How are you going to get there? Understand many different parts about your buyer's journey. You know, what's the onboarding process? What are the steps they need to take to be able to buy from you? What's their process once they buy from you? All right. So all of this is in complete. One sec. I'll be right back. All right. All of this is encompassed in building out your brand. Okay. Once you understand your brand, that is also going to shape the way you reach out to your prospects. Okay. Now, from there are so many different things. Now, most of us, traditional digital marketers that have been in the field for a little bit, thought that social media content posting was a little bit of phooey, and we didn't take it seriously, and therefore we didn't do enough of it for ourselves, okay? However, the world has now changed. If you want your ads and things to run correctly, it's going to be ruled by the state of your ecosystem. Now, the state of your ecosystem is your social media. It's the state of your website that your social media is most probably, or if not, should be linked to. It's the state of your LinkedIn, your YouTube. Anything is going to affect the way your outreach now takes place, all right? And multiple reasons for that. One's the ecosystem, the other one's the 7-11-4 rule, okay? that is a rule that has well known and been recently released by Google about the amount of times, the amount of places, and the amount of conversations that your prospect needs to have before they buy from you. So one part of that is the amount of content that they need to be able to absorb about you that's out there and available in the internet. And part of that is building out your social media presence, right? So make sure that your social media is personalized to the points that we've just covered about your avatar and your branding. If you don't want to sit there and create social media content, neither do I. If you have a good CRM, you can just set it and forget it. We need to make sure that the followers and the friends that you have also match your avatar, okay? So if you just have a personal page, that's perfectly fine. But every time you reach out to a prospect or a hot prospect, send them a friend request, okay? Invite them to a Facebook group that you've built out for them where you're going to teach them things about marketing. Create a following that is your avatar, and you're going to find that a lot of them will turn into clients. All right, then we talk about using the 4 E's. We don't just want to post promotional content, and we don't just want to post motivational quotes. We need to be able to post multiple things, okay, outside of social proof. We need to set yourself up as an expert. One of the best ways to do that is find a post by one of your competitors, post it, and disagree with it. All right, educate, entertain, and engage. Right? So whenever you create a post that other people are commenting on, the algorithm is going to pick this up and be like, I should show this person's content to more people because people love it. Right? So make sure that you're using all those 4 E's inside of it. And then implement organic funnels. All right? There's so much that goes into that we won't be able to cover today. But this posting needs to have a purpose. All right? You need to be taking your clients along a journey. Now, for those of you who don't know anything about that, one of the first steps is make sure that your engaging posts is asking them permission, basically, to go into their DMs. So DMs that they're going to open, they're going to look at, they're going to listen to, and that's going to start the conversation. Now, conversations equal sales. All right? So implement organic funnels, create a YouTube channel, and implement YouTube SEO. Do you know how many business owners are out there Googling currently how to do what it is you do for them? When they Google, you want them to not just see your website and your social media pages and your blog posts. You want them to be able to see YouTube videos of you talking to them, telling them exactly how to do it. And I don't mean just like a little bit of a bait and switch. Hey, here, I'm going to tell you how to do it. But if you actually want to find out, you got to call me. No, tell them how to do it. All right. We all know that you make it sound easy enough, they're going to try it, realize they couldn't do it, and then come to you because you're the person that told them how to do it in the first place. You're the expert that's going to fix this problem for you. Get influencers talking about your agency. How many of you are utilizing your network? All right. There is a network of incredible agency owners out there. And outside of that, there are business owners that are in the niches you guys are looking for that are well respected. You might not necessarily have them as your client, okay? But you can have them sharing your posts, talking about you, and things like that. So network, form relationships, and get people talking about your agency, the right people talking about agency. All right, build out your LinkedIn presence, right? There's so many things you can do with LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a place that business owners, your ideal avatar, is going to hang out, all right? So don't just send them a message saying, hey, can you take more clients? No, it's not going to be very successful. And the clients you do get from doing that aren't going to be clients you want inside of your agency. However, if you can build out friends, make connections with people who are your ideal avatar, use the same points that we just used on our social media pages, on our LinkedIn pages, you're going to create a following. People are going to start looking at your content. They're going to start knowing you. Next time they think they need an agency owner, they're going to come to you. All right. Now, notice how I said make connection requests. 3% of any audience is ready to buy right now. So if you want to get to wherever it is you're trying to get to, 20K a month, 10K a month, I'm not sure what your goal is. If you want to get there, think about the audience that you need and start building that audience. All right. And start having conversations with people. Don't sell them. Don't push them to a call. Just have a conversation. Be as helpful as you possibly can. Now, LinkedIn has multiple things that most of us aren't utilizing. Service pages, All right, how many of you have service pages listing what it is you do inside of your business? And how many of you have followers that are your ideal avatar? Not just influencers you're following to see their stuff. Next one sounds like a no-brainer, but most of us aren't doing it. We aren't running paid ads. Now, there's multiple reasons. Sometimes we just don't have that money to invest back into our business. And that's completely understandable. If you are at a place where you do, and you were talking to a business owner that was had a business in the same place you're in right now, what's the first thing you tell them to do? Probably run ads. All right. So consider getting some ads running up for you. Now, that conversation we had about your buyer's journey doesn't need to just be pushing them to a call. All right. We're going to talk about this very, very soon. Oh, there's the next step actually. You build out a Facebook group of your ideal avatar. Name it something catchy. Make it a public group. All right. Be active in there, post stuff that they want to know, be engaging, use the 4 E's. And whenever you're doing outreach or running paid ads, instead of just trying to get them to the call, because you don't know where they're at in their buyer's journey yet, invite them to your group. Run a few masterclasses in there. Run a webinar talking about how to run an audit on your own business, or let's say you're a website person, how to use SEO Reseller to have a look at the post. That's super exciting for them because they want the peek behind the curtain. Once they found the problem, they don't know how to fix it. And that's when they're going to come to you and talk to you about it. All right. Host webinars driven by organic traffic. Now, whenever you go live, you do not just have to go live inside of your group. You can go live across YouTube. You can go live inside of LinkedIn. You can build out events and invite people to them inside of LinkedIn. You can have webinars. And if you've followed all the steps I've just said about building out your social media presence, you're going to get a big audience, which 3% of them might turn into clients. All right. Inside of your website. Now, I'm guilty of this one. I'm currently building out a new website for my website. I have been for quite a few months now. Most of us don't pay enough attention to our own websites. All right. The rule of sales that you need to remember is give, take. All right. So you want to turn your prospects, anybody looking at things, into your clients. You need to be giving them things that they want to know about. So create blog posts. You can use ChatGPT, and one day I'll go live and I'll teach you how to use ChatGPT to create the social media and things like that. But create lots and lots of posts and then share them across your social media. It's going to create organic traffic to your website, and these people might turn into clients. Make sure that you have a meta pixel installed inside your website so that when you do run those ads, you can retarget anybody who has visited your website. And then make sure you have a CRM. This one here is a no-brainer, but the amount of agency owners I speak to who are still using Excel spreadsheets or Word or Google Sheets and Google Documents, you need to have a CRM, all right? You need to have it so that anybody who comes in is obviously getting text messages, emails, newsletters, and everything that you're doing to nurture those relationships. Now, once you have a CRM, you can have an appointment setter inside of your CRM creating conversations. Now, I keep saying creating conversations. I'm not saying calling them saying, hey, you opted in, are you ready for an appointment? No, if they're ready for an appointment, they probably would have booked a call already. Have a conversation. Make sure you're asking powerful questions, finding out about their pain points, giving them the answers that they're asking for, because trust me, business owners want answers, right? They're very savvy now. They know not to just be like, oh, I'm just going to hand this off to an agency and get and take care of it. Most of them have been burnt. So they're not going to take that step. Give them the answers, say, how about you jump on a call with our media buyer, and for 10 minutes, he'll take a quick look at what you're doing and tell you how you could improve on it. Give them something free. Give them something valuable to them, all right? That way, they're going to remember you guys as the expert and the people they're going to go to when they change, or they're going to think, I should change. Build out lead magnets. How many of you guys have lead magnets for your agencies? I'm asking questions. It's okay to respond inside of my comments. Lead magnets are extremely powerful. All right. Remember that buyer's journey part. You need to be able to give out good value. All right. It can be how to create a holistic marketing plan. It can be questions to ask, when you are thinking of hiring an agency. It can be anything, but make sure it's something that people want, all right? And then when they get it, they're giving you their information, they're opting in, you can nurture that relationship and turn them into sales. All right, start a PR campaign. How many of you are taking care of your own PR? Most of us aren't really doing very much in our agency. We're sending out cold emails, we're sending out DMs, we're writing posts, hey, I do this, who needs help? We are commenting on everybody's posts. We are sending messages inside of LinkedIn saying, hey, can you take more clients? We are building out that trust factor. And a lot of this is about building out that trust factor, because trust me, once you've done this, you're just going to have clients coming to you. You can stop the cold outreach. It's just going to happen. There's multiple ways to do that. If you're eligible for the Better Business Bureau, have a conversation with them about getting in there. There's a whole bunch more that you could do. There are like SEO specific websites that will post and link your website to them if you do the same thing for them and things like that. So think about all these things you could do. Write some press releases. All right, send them out into the big wide web. Not just, hey, this is me, this is me, this is me. Make sure you're talking to your avatar that we just built out in step 1. Get posted somewhere and then blast it all over your socials saying, guess what, guys? Who just spoke about us? There is authentic organic news, and then there's paid news. How many of you guys are using paid news for your clients? If you guys are an SEO, you're probably using this a lot. Think about using it for your agency. All right, you can stick a little banner on your website as featured here. All right, cold outreach, the least favorite, but probably the part that most of us are already doing, so we won't focus on it too much. Facebook group mining, cold email campaigns, cold call campaigns, voicemail campaigns, all of these things are still very important while the other things are being put in place. Just remember your buyer's journey. Instead of just trying to get them to a call, think about getting them to another platform that you can nurture that lead by give, then take. All right, hire, train, and set loose appointment setters who are managing all leads generated from all channels. How many of you have appointment setters? Or you get an appointment setter and you're like, their job's to get me appointments. Their job is to foster relationships. Their job is to understand your avatar very deeply and your brand, and then project that to the world. Okay, that's their job. So when you hire appointment setters, don't say, I need 30 calls this week. If you give them a number, all they're going to be focused on is getting that number, not focused on building relationships, projecting your brand correctly, fostering them, pre-qualifying them, things like that. They're just going to get anybody they can to a call. And the people that do come to a call using that method are less likely to buy. All right, other thing your appointment setters need to be doing is setting you guys up as the experts. All right, that way they're walking into the call, they're already decided you're the people they want to go with. All right, they're going to call all the leads, they're going to invite leads to new events, they're going to eventually get in sales calls with you, and then once you've done that, get a sales team. All right, if you are an agency owner that is of any size, you've probably already realized that one of the first and most important but tricky parts to put in place is a sales team. So you need your sales team to be consultative. You need them to understand your avatar and your brand. They need to come in and have a sales conversation where 90% of that conversation is your prospect talking, and then they need to close them in a way that makes sense to them. Right? So that is just a bit of a deep dive into that free training that I put out there for you. If you don't have this training yet, or if I skip somebody, please let me know and I'll send it to you in a private message. It will be inside of your DMs, this exact formula here. And if you have any questions about it, put it in the comments and I will monitor this group and respond as much as I possibly can. All right, guys, it's been fun. I'll be going live with you guys most Tuesdays. All right, and let me know if there's anything in particular that you want us to talk about. All right, see you next time.